Hiya guys, Rachel from Trino Nights. Today we are going to be sculpting Gooigi from Luigi's Mansion 3 out of polymer clay. I am also going to show you guys today how I like to mix a glow-in-the-dark powder with polymer clay so the color comes out really smooth and doesn't come out grainy and kind of chunky. I'll show you guys how I like to integrate it completely into the clay so it looks like you're actually using a glow-in-the-dark clay, but it has a pigment to it and it's just not that generic, glow yellow thing. So yeah, stay tuned. It's really fun. So let's go clay.
Today I will be using translucent clay, glow powder, and translucent liquid Sculpey, and some green sparkly clay. So I'm just going to start by mixing or cutting up and flattening out all of my translucent pieces. Then I'm going to take my translucent liquid Sculpey and mix the glow powder in, adding a little bit more because I want a lot of goo to mix in with the clay. And then you just scoop it up and mix it all together. Yes, it's messy, but it's worth it, I promise. Oh yeah, that took way too long to mix. So I just make a very simple armature, and then I just shape out the face and then add a bunch of the face details. I like the face shape a lot. Oh man, Gooigi looks like he had a bad lip job done. Definitely need to practice my lips. But that's okay because he's going to be covered with a mustache anyway, but I promise I will practice on lips because that's not good. Okay, and so I'm just going to roll out like a teardrop shape for the body, cutting it in half and then just wrapping it around the top part of the wire armature and smoothing it all together. And I like the size. I think the proportions are really good. So I roll out a snake of clay for the legs. I slice down the middle so I can just wrap the clay piece around the wire, and then I just blend it in until I get one solid piece. Okay, so I made him some little simple shoes, and I'm just going to place those on, and then for the cuff, I'm going to take a flat piece of clay and struggle way too much to get this in between his legs. And then once I do get it in between his legs, I am just going to blend the top part only into the top of his pants. Okay, then I'm just going to add a few extra details to his clothing. I added some wire for his arms, and I'm just bulking out the bottom of his heels a little bit. Just lining up to make sure that I have the right size of the arm, but definitely cutting it off because that thing is way too long. And just adding some straps and the little button for his overalls. Now both sides are done. Yay! Now I'm gonna work on his hands. I'm just making a really simple mitten hand with a little thumb, and I'm just going to add that on with the glove details. Now I'm starting on the hair. I just take a little flat piece of clay, cutting out little pieces at the end for his little pieces of hair that come out. And I like the size and the fit of it, but I want it a little bit more rounded, so I add another dome of clay and then just blend it in. And add him some sideburns. Now I'm working on the hat. For the hat, I just took a very large piece of clay and then I started kind of gutting out the inside of it so that way it could fit him a little more naturally. And what is this? It's like a bicycle helmet. It's huge. So I tried trimming it down, and I just keep messing with it, hoping that eventually I'll get it to look how I want it to. So yeah, I ended up actually raging pretty bad working on this. I spent about 45 minutes off camera fixing up the hat to get it how I wanted it to, and in the end, I'm finally happy with it. I'm just gonna make a poltergust as best I can. I didn't have a lot of reference images. I was working on this before the game actually came out, so there wasn't too much to see as far as this new poltergust from different angles, without any spoilers, obviously. I'm just gonna drill a hole in his back for a wire to help hold the poltergust in place. I'm just gonna add the straps, starting from the top of the poltergust and then going around underneath his arm. And then I'll add the little clasps as well. Now I'm gonna work on the little plunger light attachment of the poltergust. Just doing a little dome shape with like a stick coming out of it, and put that in his right hand. And for the poltergust hose, I'm just taking a wire and I am wrapping some of my clay around it. And then I'm going to bend it into the shape that I want it to be in. And voila, now that he has been finally baked, I am going to do a dry brush with green and black, kind of filling in everywhere where I feel like he should have shadow, just to make him look a little bit more dynamic and less flat. And now I am going to glaze him about 1,000,000 times because I really need him to look like goo. Okay, I glazed him like 6 times, but still, it's a lot. And here's the finished Gooigi, guys. Gooigi, the aliens are coming. No, no, don't go into the light. Gooigi, no. Oh, okay. And here he is glowing in the dark, and it just looks so cool because all those shadows just came out so nice with the dry brush. I didn't think he would look that cool glowing, but I'm really happy that he does look cool.
That's it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed watching this Gooigi come to life. It was so much fun. Comment down below if you're enjoying these videos of me making larger figures like this and the Vivi I made in last week's video. I think I might do a mix-up of like character chibis like this and like my little palm top figures like this one. A nice little mix-up. They're really fun. So, with that said, I don't think I have anything left for today, so I will see you all in my next video. Bye!